Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bolts and Bites. It's Taryn Almendares. I am back from my adventures with alligator wrangling. This week on Bolts and Bites, we are going to be talking about the Pantheon Technology Partner Directory with our special guest, Stuart Gottesman. Hi, Stuart.
Hey, Taryn, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming. Like, we were in a meeting and I heard y'all talking about the Pantheon Technology Partner Directory, and I'm like, we need to have that on Bolts and Bites because it sounds like it would help a lot of developers and save them a lot of time. So, thanks for making time for us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm super excited about the Technology Partner Directory. Last quarter, we launched an updated agency partner directory. And
Hmm.
this quarter, we're moving on to technology partners. And this is really a little bit of dipping our toe into the pool here at the beginning of building a foundation for a longer partner strategy. And so we're going out with this directory and we're looking to build out our partner ecosystem over several quarters.
We started talking about it a bit. Can you tell us some more about what the Technology Partner Directory is?
Sure. So it's a directory of technology solutions that our partners have created. Some of these are resellers, some of them are strategic agencies. And really, what we found was that a lot of our partners were creating amazing products, and we wanted to showcase them. And where appropriate, make them available for developers and others to actually put to use.
That sounds super interesting, Stuart. So, can you tell us a little bit more? What does this Technology Partner Directory mean for Pantheon's vision of partnerships? Like, how does this fit in? And most importantly, how do developers fit into this?
Sure. So I would start by saying that the directory is really a place for us to display some of these partnerships. It does not have a ton of functionality to it, but what it does do is it gives you a direct line to the creators of all of these technologies. You can contact them through their profile if it's something that you're interested in using. It also provides links to pages that they have that allow you to download one of the solutions. And I guess from a developer standpoint, I would say that it's a combination of tools you can use and some technologies that can inspire you. We have a couple of partners that have literally built their business on Pantheon and use some of the tools here, and we're really proud of that. I don't think that we've necessarily gone down that road before, telling people that they can build their business on Pantheon.
Hmm. Can you tell us a bit about maybe some of the initial launch partners? Like, where did they come from? Who are they? And what are we trying to demonstrate or include? Like, how did any of these folks become one of our initial launch partners?
Well, as I mentioned, some of these we learned about through working with with partners closely. We landed up inviting 8 different partners to join for this initial launch, and we plan to have many more going forward. And they came to us in a variety of different ways, and I can tell you a little bit about what they do. So Content Sync is one that came to us because they developed a fantastic solution for content staging and content synchronization. They essentially looked at what the problems were, why people were having trouble with it, and where a lot of the human error came into it. And so their module is one that really helps people follow best practices. And I think that aligns really well with WebOps. We have others that came through some of our strategic agency partners. For instance, Emulsify, which is a design system, comes to us from Four Kitchens, which
Hmm.
is one of our strategic agencies. And it's a really lovely solution that is truly open source. It's free to everyone. What's interesting when I was talking with them is that they told me that other agencies are making use of it now to develop style guides and design systems with component libraries. And they're thrilled with that, that it's just getting more use. Those are a couple, but I can also mention a couple of others that I think are really interesting. I mentioned building a business on Pantheon, and we have Genius Vets and Library Market, which are great examples of someone finding a vertical where they could go in and do one thing really, really well and then extend it across multiple clients, which of course is, how agencies productize things and really I think how developers do just in general. For instance, with Genius Events, they use Pantheon's custom upstreams in order to be able to create
Oh,
websites for veterinarians, who aren't experts
oh,
with the web, but they have both a content solution as well as a website solution, and it's fantastic.
that's
And Library Markets does the same thing. They actually develop a really neat capability that allows libraries, which have really become the town square for many communities, to put together a schedule and room booking for all the rooms in the library. So, like, if you wanted to go to a meeting, where everybody was discussing something, a topic in your community, you go in and book rooms. It's really one of those wonderful places libraries are. But they also do websites for the libraries as well as doing this booking capability.
That's super cool. I got to see Emulsify used at Florida Drupal Camp. One of our Pantheon heroes, Mark Cassius, showed it off, and as a front end developer myself, I was super excited about it because it was a way that I could do my work as a dev and build out these components with Storybook, and it just looks like it would make all those tasks so much easier. I'm also a huge dog lover. I have 2 dogs. Mojo has been on the show before, and I know that getting like a scalable sense of building sites is really important to people that are their primary job is to take care of animals, right? Not to
Mhm.
build websites. And I've talked to multiple folks in the public government space and some people from libraries that really just need help getting things going. So it sounds like these are a bunch of really great solutions. Are you able to talk to us more about another one that we saw that would be really great for developers was Rain?
Yeah, so we have actually 3 different solutions that are essentially Drupal templates that allow you to have a much further start state when you're taking on a project. So Rain
Mm,
is an open source CMS. It basically uses Drupal and sets up templates so that a large portion of your website, and I don't have the technical terms here, but many of your pages and the capabilities for those pages are already set up for you, so that you can sort of jumpstart the process and get in, sooner, and have to do less work on the back end. Media Current, who created Rain, also has a similar solution specifically for universities called Rain University,
oh,
and that's a really cool one because they do a lot of work for universities, and as a result, essentially what they did is they took some of the work that they do on their side and where they start from and just made it available to other folks.
that's great. I am super excited to see if we can get some of those folks on Bolts and Bytes to be able to talk about the fantastic things that they built. I'm so excited that I'm tongue tied at this point. I guess like maybe one more question. Where is this all going? It sounds like it's off to a really great start, but I imagine that y'all are going to build it out more because, like we talked about a little bit, you said that if something delivers on our web ops mission, then it belongs in this technology partnership. But how will people know how they belong? How can they get involved?
Yeah. So the way that we're looking at this is that, well, the way I describe it is we will have some partners that will be built into the Pantheon platform. We will have other partners where we will have APIs or we will have connectors that will allow you to use partner solutions in combination with the Pantheon platform. But we also know that developers use a lot of different tools in parallel with Pantheon. And so the North Star for us is we're looking to list solutions that developers, marketers, and designers can use to make their work more efficient, so that they can be more productive, so that they can achieve more and focus on what's really important with websites, which is delivering results, achieving the goals of the organization. And so, yeah, I hate to say we're developing our strategy as we go a little bit, but ultimately we know that as long as we focus on web ops, we're going to be moving in the right direction.
I feel like that's a great way to go because it sounds like y'all are not just building a thing and telling the developers to come to it, right? You're iterating, you're involving them in the process. You're seeing what works and what does not work. I know myself as a developer, I hate when somebody pushes a thing to me and it's like, here, I put enough marketing behind this, so you definitely want this, right? And I'm like, no, not really. Maybe instead of spending money pushing, you should have spent money talking to me. So And I think that Pantheon, especially with you helping out with this program, Stuart, we're in good hands, developers.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I actually get a little bit nervous about overhyping it because, as I said, we only have 8 partners right now that we're featuring, and this is literally, our first step. But we do have a large vision for this. It's really bringing together all the great partners that you can work with, solutions you can work with that will make your work much better and more efficient. And like, I don't want to overhype it and promote all these solutions because they may not be right for you. Some
Mm,
of them are proprietary, but getting back to the core point here is that we want to make sure that we're exposing solutions that deliver on the web ops promise.
awesome. Well, Stuart, thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully you will be back here soon.
I hope so. It's been a pleasure, Taryn.
Yay, bye, Stuart. All right, y'all. The Pantheon Technology Partner Directory did launch on March the 22nd. You're probably going to see this video a little bit after that. We'll make sure to include links in the show notes. Tell us what your favorite partners in the Technology Partner Directory are. And if you want to know more, you can send us questions to community@pantheon.io, or you can hashtag BoltsNBytes and tweet us. Until next time, see you later. Bye.